He glared at her, disbelief written across his face. "You speak French?" he asked. The janitor paused, then nodded. "Yes, I speak 9 languages." And in that moment, the CEO realized he had just judged the most remarkable person in the entire building, and what he did next, no one saw coming. She was used to being ignored every morning. Before the sun stretched over the city skyline, Maya Lawson pushed her janitor's cart into the towering office building where powerful people walked past her without seeing her. Their briefcases and polished shoes moved quickly while she moved quietly, collecting the pieces of their success, the crumbs of pastries, the forgotten coffee cups, the dust they left behind. But Maya never complained. Her eyes held a warm strength, and her spirit carried stories too deep for most to know. On this particular morning, frustration hung in the air. The CEO of the company, a sharp-jawed man named Ethan Cole, stood in the lobby with his team, face tense as he tried to communicate with a nervous visitor from overseas. The man spoke rapidly in French, gesturing desperately at a document in his hands. None of the executives understood him. They exchanged helpless looks. The visitor grew more upset by the second. Maya paused her sweeping. She understood every word. Ethan snapped his fingers at his staff. "Does anyone here speak French? Anyone?" Silence. Shrugs. Eyes avoiding his. The visitor raised his voice again, and the CEO's patience frayed. Finally, Maya stepped closer, hesitant but sure. "If you'd like, I can help." Ethan looked at her as if she were invisible, finally speaking. "You? You're the janitor." Maya nodded, heart steady. She softly translated the visitor's concerns into perfect French. The visitor's face brightened with relief. The executive stared. Ethan stared even harder. "You speak French?" "Yes," she replied quietly. "I speak 9 languages." The room fell into stunned silence. It was the first time anyone truly looked at her. Maya didn't like attention. Her life had taught her that quiet people survive longer. Her childhood had been marked by constant movement, not vacations, but evacuations. Her mother worked with refugees, helping families escape danger. Maya played with children who spoke Arabic, Dari, Somali, Spanish. Every new city came with a new language. Every language came with a new friend. And a new goodbye. Later, she volunteered as a translator for those same families, helping them find safety and hope. But when her mother became ill, Maya had to quit school and take whatever job she could to keep them both alive. Now she swept floors in silence and carried the voices of 9 nations in her heart. The CEO couldn't stop thinking about what he witnessed. Who was she really? As the day continued, he noticed the small things he had ignored before. How politely she greeted everyone, how she helped new employees find their offices, how some visitors already knew her by name. She moved without pride, but with dignity that demanded respect. Later that evening, another crisis struck. A delivery driver burst into the lobby, panicked. His co-worker outside was injured and couldn't breathe. The driver only spoke Arabic, and fear made his voice shake. Ethan rushed forward, unsure what to do. Again, it was Maya who stepped up. She calmed the man, translating his words into clear instructions. Security called medics. Employees rushed to help. Ethan watched as she guided the situation with compassion, a quiet leader the whole time. When it was over, the injured man was safe. The driver thanked Maya with tears in his eyes. She simply smiled and returned to her cart. Invisible again, but not to Ethan. The next morning, everyone gathered for the CEO's weekly meeting. The room buzzed with nervous energy. Company changes were coming. And no one liked surprises. Ethan stood at the front, a document in his hand. "Before we begin, there is someone in this building who has gone unnoticed for too long," he said. His voice lacked its usual sharpness. Instead, it held respect. Maya looked down, wishing to disappear, but Ethan continued. "We often mistake quiet work for small value. But sometimes the most extraordinary people are the ones who help silently, without expecting applause." He turned to her. Every face followed. "Maya Lawson, would you please stand?" She did, cheeks warm, unsure what was happening. This woman speaks 9 languages. She has helped countless people who walk through our doors. She has saved us from embarrassment. And today she helps save a life. Gasps filled the room. Pride flickered in Maya's eyes, small but shining. Ethan smiled, genuinely. Starting today, Maya will no longer be working as a janitor. He held up the paper. "She is now our new Director of International Relations." The room erupted in applause. Some people stood. Some wiped tears. Maya covered her mouth, overwhelmed. Her silent strength was finally seen. Ethan offered his hand. She took it. Firm, grateful, powerful. "I never needed a big title," she said softly. "But I'm thankful you saw me." "And thank you," Ethan replied, "for reminding us that every person matters." Her favorite line found a voice that day. "Respect is a language everyone should speak." As the applause faded and Maya stepped into her future, she carried every memory, every language, every friend she once helped. No longer unseen, no longer unheard, because even the quietest people can change the world when someone finally listens. There are heroes walking beside us every day, people with stories deeper than we can ever imagine. Respect everyone. You never know whose life experience could one day save yours. If this story touched your heart, tell us where you're watching from and write, "I speak respect" in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this one. Stories that honor the silent strength inside us all.